Good evening, and welcome to our BeWellPBC's 5th edition couch conversation.
For the people out there that are listening and don't know what a funder is, can someone just give us a good explanation of what is a funder? A good definition for that.
It's a term that's used that it's not a particular term that I like just personally, but it's a term used to identify those organizations like ours that have the dollars, the money to give, to invest to nonprofit. So our money goes to a not-for-profit or community-based organization. That community-based organization or nonprofit helps the people. So El Sol was an example. Carmen represents El Sol. El Sol is a nonprofit organization that serves the Hispanic, Latino, Latin community up in Jupiter. Quantum, for instance, we have given grants to El Sol. We've given grants to North End Rise up on the North End. So we are an organization that provides capital, resources, money to a nonprofit. So that's what's meant by funder. We have funds, we give it to, or we provide it to the nonprofit that then serves the people or the community.
Carmen, and who's ever translating for Carmen, I would like to know, how has the funding helped your subset?
Okay. Los fundadores han ayudado a proporcionar dinero para lo de las vacunas.
The funders have allowed our organization to fund issues or campaigns with COVID regarding the vaccines, the education, and our promotoras have been the ones who have gone out into the community.
Para enseñar cómo cuidarse sobre lo del COVID.
How to take care of yourself during COVID. We did a lot of education on, a lot of our families were sick, so we had to kind of jump in and either send out things through WhatsApp because our population tends to be more on there. And so we sent out a lot of flyers, a lot of information. We made phone calls. ¿Hicieron llamadas?
Yeah.
We made phone calls to them to make sure that the family was okay. We paid their rent.
Ayudamos, ayudaron bastante porque también como promotoras que nos ayudamos, fueron más de 300 vacunas que logramos que la gente.
And we had a success with over 300 of our population get vaccinated. Wow. Through the work of the promotoras. And to be honest, Carmen did a lot of that work.
That's really cool to hear. But how does it make you guys feel knowing that you're funding and you're hearing about the great work that's being done? How does that make you feel? Anyone?
When Carmen was speaking, we helped to launch the Promotores program up at El Sol some years ago. And honestly, I have not had the opportunity to hear directly from a champion in the community like Carmen. As it was saying, Carmen was the one that was actually out there getting people vaccinated, getting people, getting the information out there. So, I used to work the front lines in nonprofits, so I was actually in the community working. And so it's been a long time since I had a chance to be at that direct level. And so, to be able to hear Carmen and to see Carmen, the person who's actually in the community, not getting paid necessarily to do it, but doing it because it's what we do for our neighbors, telling you, it does my heart a whole lot of good to hear and to see Carmen. I'm telling you, that's amazing. This is amazing.